Hello again there, YouTube fans. This is the real Creepy Dollman here. I'm back with an all-new episode. It is March the 22nd of 2019. Time is now 5 a.m. Okay, I decided to come back and bring you up to a speed and a new topic. Why a lot of people today are afraid of certain things. Now, it's not just haunted, possessed dolls out there. It's other things out there too. There's a lot of people afraid of ghosts. A lot of people afraid of demonic spirits. A lot of people afraid of God and the devil. A lot of people afraid of financial death. You name it. But when it comes to the main thing they're afraid of, if you make a combination of a haunted or possessed doll and you combine it with the most scariest thing, more people are afraid of clowns today. A lot of people today are afraid of clowns indeed. Now, take Jasmine the Possessed Clown Doll, for instance. You know, she doesn't have the full makeup on her face. She is wearing a clown outfit. And I guess because the eyes would also make her scary. Because she's got those deep, dark blue eyes. It looks more demonic. Now, a lot of people are afraid of clowns for a reason. Now, if her face was fully painted, it would be very scary. But even the ones that don't look scary can be less treating. Now, another thing I have done to make her stand out from all these lookalikes out there, there's a lot of people that has a Jasmine lookalike out there. The only thing they can't imitate is the lips. And I'll show it close up on the lips. And see, I did some good detail on the lips. I repainted the lips and I changed the lip color. The original lip color would have been about the same color as Cheyenne's color, but I decided to change it to give it a different look, so she doesn't look identical to the other dolls out there. I'll try to make her stand out from the other clown dolls. It looks just like this one, and the only thing missing on her head is actually the hat, and another thing wrong with her is the hand is still broke. If I can sculpt a new hand out of clay, I will sculpt her a whole new arm, hand and arm out of clay. Or I'll do it out of porcelain, because it's actually a porcelain. So I might want to keep it the traditional way of porcelain. I will have to go out and find some porcelain clay you can bake in the oven or a counter oven that doesn't take as long. Now, another thing, this doll has been with me for a very long time. When I first got her, she was in bad shape anyway, and her lips wasn't fully decorated. And you see the detail again on the lips, and I definitely want the lips to look good. It stands out from all those imposters out there that claim they got the real Jasmine. But a lot of people lie. But like I said, there's a lot of people out there that has clownophobia. My sister is one of them, which is my younger sister. She does not like clowns. She fears clowns. So I decided to do a segment just on this ordeal because I wanted to tell everybody how I feel about that. And if you put clown and you combine it with a haunted possessed doll, it would be a very disastrous, scary ordeal. That if you had this doll on somebody's face who are afraid of clowns, no matter if this face is fully painted in white makeup or not, and the nose had a red, have one of those little red false nose on, doesn't matter, because the way it stands out is actually, I believe, the eyes would make it more disturbing for a clown doll. This would be the most disturbing one. The deep, dark, midnight blue eyes. She has a dark eyes. They're sort of midnight blue. And it looks almost scary, more real here. After I touched up the lips, I just totally set it off real good. Now, last time a lot of you have seen Curse Haunted Possessed dolls, but you didn't know one thing. The dolls have multiplied. When I mean multiply, they have multiplied big time. I will show you around the room before I shut this down how bad they multiplied. And let's go around the room right now and show you how they have multiplied. And once we get around the room, then I'll come back around and show you the main doll I had preached about in the last video, which I'm going to bring up as a topic. The last doll that I'm going to come back to in a minute. I'm going to show the doll but not give you any information about the doll to come back. Now, my room is a lot messier than before, and I have been feeling bad lately, so I'll do my best to clean it sometime soon in the near future. Now, as you can see, that the dolls have multiplied. Now, when I come back around, I'll talk to you more about this one, because this is my pride and joy here. Now, I'll show you around the room of the dolls. The dolls had multiplied. There's Shiny, the haunted doll. And you see there's some changes. There's 3 dolls over here. And I'll show you one that looks very lifelike when I come over here. This one here looks very lifelike. It looks almost real. It looks almost human. That makes it more scary because it looks very human. And it looks like he'll just about jump out of the box and kill you. But you know, that's just how it is. And the real creepy doll man is showing around. Now that one there was in the last video, but she lost her head. Her head's tied up in her hand, so it's a scary prop now. I will eventually show what she looks like, maybe in another video, but right now I'll go back around. You see there's also a doll horse in here. Now this one you seen in my last video. A lot of these dolls you probably see in my last video. I'm showing you around the room all the newcomers here. Some of you might see real good, some of you may not. Now, as you know, as I brought Jamie the Possessed Witch doll back, she is 100% back intact. She has been rebuilt and have been re-put back together in one piece, thanks to me. And some of these dolls are mine, and most of them are my mom's. But mine's outnumber my mom's in this collection, a landslide. I have a bigger collection now. I have maybe this room a lot messier than I thought. Some of the dolls are hidden where you cannot see them, and some of the dolls are not hidden. Now, behind this one you couldn't see because this is the bigger doll. She's about nearly over 3 feet, I would say, because look how tall she is compared to my bed. But let's go back to this one real fast before I shut it down. This one is my pride and joy because this one was once owned by a person who's known world famous for around the world, and his name is Jerry Lotz, that owns Jerry's Junk. Now, if you hadn't seen American Pickers, I advise you to check out American Pickers. With American Pickers, we appeared at. He was talked down selling one of his special bikes he had that was an antique. It was the Donald Duck bike. And Jerry Lotz had to sell it for a low number, like, I think it was like $1,000. He wanted more money for it. But I think what it is, American Pickers talk him out of it cheaper. And the good part is he ended up on American Pickers. He is world famous from around the world because he gets all kinds of antiques, plus dolls, cars, you name it. If he wants it, he gets it. He likes most of the big props. You'll see him in his yard. Plus, you can see his, giant. You can see his big. He's got one of these big caboose that sits in the back behind the house that he lives in. He lives in this little brick house, and the caboose sits right there. And you see these big displays of, I would say, props he's got. Some are made of ceramic, some of them are made of metal, and the rest of them are probably plastic. But he's got all kinds of antique stuff from the early days, from the 1800s, probably all the way up to probably till 2000 something. He probably got everything from a certain year and era. But this one is one of his. And I decided, his daughter gave it to me. And I came by, the house that he has on one corner. And I decided, come in and check it out. And I found out that there's a little more to it. She's actually selling some of this stuff. His daughter, Sherry. And the sad part is, instead of selling it to me, she gave it to me. And the doll is in this condition. There's nothing I can do about it. It's pretty old and probably in bad shape, but I took it anyway. The only thing that looks still good on the doll is actually the eyes. Her eyes haven't changed. She's very old. The eyes look like they never age compared to the rest of the body. And that's about it. Now, if you like these videos, please check out more to come from the Real Creepy Doll Man. And this is the Real Creepy Doll Man saying goodbye. And God bless you all.